Thank you for your patience. Students, it's so great to see you all here. And let me begin by just briefly welcoming us and setting the stage for what is a really special occasion for this city, for our students, for our staff, for our coaches, and for everyone who plays a role in shaping our youth. And so the reason we're specifically here is, of course, for middle school basketball boys and girls and the establishment of a more formidable league for all of our young people here. And I can tell you, as someone who grew up playing basketball, running track, I was no Dajuan Wagner, but the beauty of basketball and extracurricular activities is that it helps build teamwork, discipline, helps you overcome adversity. And these are skills that you take with you later in life. And that is really the fundamental reason we are all here today, to celebrate the work we do to build the mind, body, and spirit of our young people. And so, before I say anything else, I just want to thank a number of people who are here today, and I'm sure I won't get to everyone, but I want to just begin by thanking our board president, Ms. Martha Wilson. We're also joined by, give her a round of applause. I'm going to read through some additional folks, if you don't mind just waiting until I've mentioned all of their names. We're also joined by another board member, Mr. Wasim Muhammad, who was known as Donnie Walker back in his basketball playing days, a legend here in Camden. We're joined by Assemblymember Arthur Barclay, who also played for Camden High, and you're going to hear from him in a moment. I want to acknowledge the director of the 76ers Youth Foundation, Amy Heaver. You're going to hear from her, and she's going to introduce the Sixers Dunk Squad a little bit later. We're also joined by Al Dyer, who leads the work of the Camden Health and Athletic Association, and they are a partner along with the 76ers for the establishment of this middle school basketball league. We're joined by Jermaine Jones, who is a former 76er and professional basketball player playing small forward and power forward in the NBA for 8 years. We're joined by also some individuals whose names some of you all I know you know these individuals very well, and others of you may not know them, but I can tell you that these are legends who have played no small role in shaping the history of basketball here in Camden. I'm thinking specifically of Mr. Russ Cook, Leon Rose, William Wesley. I also want to give a shout out to our head coach, Mr. John Valori, the head coach of Camden High basketball. All right. The person I'm going to introduce up here is someone who I can tell you means the world to this city, someone who means the world to me as a leader, as a friend, as a colleague, as someone who I know works hard every single day as an elected official, as an assembly member in South Jersey. And I can tell you whenever he's around the state doing his job in Trenton or in South Jersey or North Jersey, I can tell you Camden is always the center of his heart. And I want to welcome up Assemblymember Arthur Barclay.
Good morning, everyone. See, they don't make, Paymon's much smaller than me, so they had the mic a little lower, and I got to raise it up. Always got to make a little joke every once in a while. But thanks again, Superintendent, Board President, Miss Martha Wilson. And by the way, Miss Wilson, we were talking prior to this. I mean, you've been on the board, since I was a freshman in high school. And, look, and I'm 30-something years of age, and I'm not going to give my exact age. I don't want to, But, on a more serious note, I just want to personally thank you for all you and especially your husband has done for us. The Camden Middle School basketball program has an important part in the fabric of the city and personally in my life. This is where it all started for me. I was a late bloomer, but Morgan Village, this is how most of you guys in the white tee, all you kids, you weren't even born yet. The school used to be a big circle, and that's what it was. We would just run around and play. But this is where it all started for me, personally, basketball, and personally with me and Dajuan Wagner as teammates. And we all know the rest is history from there. I'm also very excited about the new partnerships and resources the superintendent and others is bringing to the league with help from the 76ers and the Camden Health Athletic Association. We definitely want to build on the success of the program and give even more young men and young women the chance to learn teamwork, build their skills on the court, and most importantly, help them become better young men and young women. I'm also especially excited about the relaunch of the league because it's being named after my teammate, my partner, my best friend, my brother, my brother's keeper, Dajuan Wagner. When this idea came up a few months back, no one hesitated in a negative way. It was all, how can we get it done? And me, myself, Mr. Rahanaford, the Board of Education, countless others, Miss Amy with the 76ers and other special interest groups in the city, we all made it make a common goal to help this to come to fruition, and which is happening today. Now I'm gonna ask Wayne to step up, please. I'm not gonna get too in depth about this guy right here because I get really emotional. We ain't here for that, but I could go on and on about this guy right here, man. Blood couldn't make us any closer. We have years of a lot of more ups and downs, but the trials and tribulations we went through to get here. People understand, we didn't come from family with deep pockets. So basically, we use our athletic prowess and to make it become a dream come true. We work hard day in and day out, and I give credit to this guy for my success. 90% of it. I remember when we were young, and I was a little lazy for a while. Every Saturday and Sunday, we'd be up, 2, 3 in the morning playing video games. And so 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm planning on sleeping until 10. This guy nudged me, wake up, we going to the courts. I'm like, nah, man, let's wait. He's like, no, we going now. And back then when he was doing it, it was like, oh, man. But now when we got there and just us rebound, it was, for a while, it would just be us two out there. We would rebound each other's, I had more misses, of course, than him. He probably made them all. And I remember this one time, we was playing one-on-one. He crossed me up so bad, I came out my shoe, literally. The Air One Zone came out. But there's stories like that, ladies and gentlemen. I could go on and on about this guy, man. I love him, unconditionally and always will. But I definitely think he deserves another round of applause for what he's done for the city. Also want to invite up students Lamaya Daniels and George Rand, please. So Wani, these two young cats, they're going to honor you with your own shirt. As I wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen, in life, I always say this, in life, it ain't always what you want to do, it's what you have to do. We made it our business to try to be as successful as we can, and so in order so we could give back to the kids so they could be as successful as we are. And lastly, I can't end my words without mentioning one of the greatest basketball coaches in the city of Camden history, Coach Muscle Wilson. He's not here right now. He's had his health issues along the way, but I can honestly say without him, a lot of us wouldn't be here, and we wouldn't be up here telling our story because he pushed us in ways, and kids would fight him, and But Coach Wilson, please, Miss Wilson, can you please send him our regards, please. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. I want to bring Superintendent back up for the next work.
Can we just take another moment again to acknowledge Wani? And what I want to specifically point out is, I think a lot of you all know he's the all-time leading scorer in the history of New Jersey high school basketball. And maybe what some of you all don't know is just how committed he is to our youth and how he shows up to practice every single day, and he's working out kids and he's supporting them, he's mentoring them, and he's just doing so much for this city. And so as Camden's first son, as you just heard from Assemblymember Barclay, let's please give Wani another ovation. All right, it is now my pleasure to be able to welcome up the director of the 76ers Youth Foundation, Miss Amy Heber.
So I want to say thank you to everyone for inviting the 76ers to be a part of today, to be a part of this tip-off and the relaunch of this middle school basketball program. It really is a testament to what our mission is and what our social commitment is to use our sport and to use the power of sport to bring communities together, and specifically to do that by working through the lives of our young leaders here in this room today. So I just want to congratulate you all for all the hard work, superintendent, teachers, principals, the coaches, for all of you in bringing this middle school basketball program back to Camden. So congratulations. My message I'd like to say as a message to the students that are here and that are playing in this program is, number one, to have fun. We all know the power of basketball, the power of sport. All of us that are a part of this Sixers organization, whether it's the players on the court, the coaches that support our players, or us who work to help sell tickets or to help market the programs or to be part of this community engagement work, we all have been deeply influenced by sport. We all know how fun, exciting, engaging, and how meaningful sport is to us in our lives. So for one message is to have fun. And the second thing is just to be open to the experience, to be open to what sports has to offer you. It can teach and share so much. It helps build friendships, enhance friendships, learn how to work together as a team. Just so much of what this can provide. So welcome, thank you to all of you for letting us be a part of this. And without further ado, we're going to pump some more energy into this room, and I would like to introduce the Sixers Dunk Squad, presented by Dunkin' Donuts.
That's like two times. That's right. Hello. I'm just joking. If y'all ready to get a height, let me hear you say yeah. Say oh yeah. Say turn it up. I'm gonna start off by introducing myself. My name is Damon Harley. They call me Dinksworth, and I am the captain choreographer of the Sixers, the #1. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just do this the right way. I want y'all to make some noise. Stay on your feet, clap your hands, go crazy for the #1 dunk team in the NBA. Give it up for your Sixers Dunk Squad. Hey, DJ, who music? Drop that beat. time, give it up for your Sixers Bump Squad. All right. So one more time, if you're having a great time, let me say yeah. Say oh yeah. I'm about to bring up a good friend, right? And this friend is a 76ers ambassador, OG, legend. This man, and I educated myself when I got here and started working for this organization. This man used to put points on the board. When I mean points, he used to score 5 or 10 points a game, not 15, not even 20, not even 25 points a game. But my man used to put up 30 points every game. That's not easy. I want y'all to give it up for the man, not the myth, but the legend. Give it up for World Be Free. Cheer. What's up, world?
Everything's good.
Good morning, brother. Good morning.
All right.
So, I wanted to ask you a couple questions. One, thanks for coming.
Testing.
But two, I wanted to ask a couple questions about. Oh, we got some mics, some good mics.
Okay, we don't have to share it.
Check. Okay, it works. All right. Let's step forward, world. Let's step forward.
Oh, okay.
One more time. Give it up for World Be Free, y'all.
All right, thank you. I'm forward now. I'm forward.
Yeah. All right. Once again, thanks for coming, world. We got these kids out here this morning, and we wanted to talk about the importance of education. And why is it important to get your education and further your education to the best of your ability?
Well, the most important part with education, you never think or never realize where you're going to be when you're older in life. When you're young, you think everything is cool, calm, and collective. But you got to realize that one day you're going to be an adult and you're going to have to be responsible for things. With myself, I was one of those guys that was, I'm from Brooklyn, New York, from a family of 11 children. And I was one of those kids that was most likely not to succeed. I was one of those kids. And the thing is, I had to fight through adversities, had to do a whole lot to go and get to where I'm at now. When I first signed my professional contract in the pros, I had a 4th grade education. I couldn't read, I couldn't write, I couldn't do anything. And the thing is, I had to go ahead and realize to myself what I wanted to be after basketball. So I had to get agents and all these kind of things, and I was robbed and ripped off because I didn't know exactly everything that was coming in front of me so fast. And that's for not having education. Now, basketball was concerned, I could put the ball through the hoop with the best of them. I didn't care who you were, what size you were, it didn't make a difference to me. That basketball game I mastered. But what I wanted to do, my mom had me, and she's great, get back into school and get that education. So when I lost everything, I finally got everything back. So I had to go back to high school, had to go back to college, got my high school diploma, got my college degree, got my money back, and I'm happy too.
Swag.
So you have to go back, It's very important to get back and just enjoy life the best way you can. So education, very, very important. Sports is one thing. You eventually get old, and you can't play sports no more, but you got to use what you got and what God gave you, that brain.
Use what you got to get what you want. So, in other words, basically, you need that education, reading to read your contracts, math to understand what you're getting and how you're getting it will be free. I want to ask you one more thing.
Yes, sir.
And this is something Dunk Squad, we go by, and it's called, all right, when I say what's the name of the game, I want y'all to say, pay attention. What's the name of the game?
Pay attention.
Pay attention. Why is paying attention important? Because it can save your life.
All right.
I want you to give us some reasons why it's important in terms of being in the NBA and trying to maintain your education and regular life.
Well, see, the most important thing is that, like I said, when you're young, you just don't realize a lot of things is getting ready to happen to you. I always wanted to see, or I had watched people throughout my days, have a parent come up and you have the kid say to the parent, Dad or Mom, what did you do, in your life? I didn't want to be one of those people to say, I didn't do anything. I wanted to have something to give my kid, son or daughter. And that's the most important part for me. Just giving something.
One more time, y'all. Give it up for the man, the legend, World.
Thank you very much.
World, thank you for coming out to see us today.
Thank you. Have a great time. Enjoy yourselves.
World be free, y'all. Give it up for him one more time. Cheer.